Button now, and the first thing I'll do is ask for your first and last name and the spelling.
It's Ferne, F-E-R-N-E. Last name is Burney, B-U-R-N-E-Y.
Wonderful. And the title that I'll use for this article?
I am president of the Fiesta San Antonio Commission.
Wow, big job.
I know.
How long have you held that job?
Those positions, any positions on the executive board are held for just 1 year. So I started this job in May of 2025. So when everybody thinks everything is starting up for me, it's actually coming to a close.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
You must have some sort of Fiesta background otherwise.
I have served on the Fiesta Commission on the board of directors for 2 years, and then I've served as secretary, treasurer, senior vice president, first vice president, and president-elect. So that's 5 years on, is that right? Yeah. 5 years on the executive committee, 2 years on the board of directors, and then now here. So this would be my 6th year on the executive committee.
Lots of experience. Well, having such a background with Fiesta, then, what will be new for Fiesta 2026? We had some interruptions in the last few years, but is everything back to 100% after the pandemic and all that?
We are so back to 100%. We're stronger than we ever were. We were so fortunate to have people with foresight prior to 2020 so that we had cash reserves, that we didn't totally go under. And then we made a choice, a very informed choice, to sell the building we had. We hadn't thought about it, and then someone made an offer for it. We were thinking, oh, this could be a source of cash, and that cash indeed, part of it went into operations, but the rest went into an investment account that's done very, very well. So we're in an extremely strong financial position. Our participating member organizations are holding strong. We're very excited about this year. There's just lots of good things going on, and we feel like we're moving forward flat on our feet.
So as San Antonio grows, I imagine Fiesta grows. San Antonio's profile on the world scene also. I'm sure the convention center does a very good job. Visitors Bureau. Do more people know about Fiesta internationally, say?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
But in the last few years, we have worked very, very hard to correct that. And I will tell you, in all honesty, my biggest complaint to my board is people don't know us outside of 1604. And even within San Antonio, we have people who will go to 1 or 2 events, maybe one parade, one night in Old San Antonio, and they went to Fiesta in their mind. We have over 150 events that are all under the umbrella of Fiesta. And so there's lots to choose from, all demographics, all age, all over the city, and even in the adjacent counties are Fiesta activities. So what we did last year was to work with content creators across probably 17 different people who have various media following. And they made a huge change, and we literally were doing this at the last minute. So we realized how powerful that was. So now they have been brought back into our Fiesta family as content creators, and they've been working all year. So we're really hoping to see the benefits. In the meantime, we have partnered with Visit San Antonio, who's been wonderful, a wonderful partner to work with. And we're bringing in this year travel writers, and they will be accompanying many of our visiting dignitaries, or we will be doing things with them separately to take them to various events, to show them what Fiesta is all about, and to hopefully get that reach outside our city, outside the state, outside the country. We had I think we counted 20 people who responded from a Get Your Guide listing that Visit San Antonio connected us with, and they were from Europe. So we thought this is just the start. This is a hopeful new start. But, if you don't tell, you can't have. And so we're trying like crazy to tell. And that's why I'm thrilled to be talking to you.
Oh, absolutely. It seems like, well, rising tide lifts all boats. I mean, San Antonio downtown, they're really working on that. I saw the massive new hotel going up on Hemisphere. May still be open. I don't know. So that should increase your attendance numbers. That's not anything you're worried about, is it? Attendance numbers?
Oh, absolutely is what we're worried about.
Oh.
And one of the reasons we're wanting to partner with Visit San Antonio, their goal, of course, is to put the beds in the heads in the city. And surprisingly, our occupancy rate during Fiesta is low. I would consider it low, right around 60%. And so it is our aim, working with Visit San Antonio, to not only increase the number of people coming to our events, because that helps our participating member organizations, but we also have to recognize Visit San Antonio's goal, which is to bring those people in to rent those hotel rooms and visit the restaurants and do all the things that a visitor board does. It's very important. And you're right, all boats rise with the tide.
Yeah.
And so we're hoping that this will bring us together to our goals. In fact, this year's theme for Fiesta is Fiesta Together, because I believe that the only way we can succeed is to understand each other's issues, share our ideas, and work together to improve Fiesta. And we're making some good strides that way.
Yeah, I would say so. Because when I used to cover NIOSA for WOAI, it was elbow to elbow and almost right at 5 o'clock. So I never got the impression there was any attendance problem, huh?
No, I think Night in San Antonio, that's not an issue. But some of our other things that are very important to Fiesta have had meager attendance.
Oh, well, yeah. Let me just let me just interrupt real quick. To go back to what I said about NIOSA, and also I noticed how over the years King William totally packed, and so those are King William was a small event, but it seems to have really grown. So what are some of those meagerly attended events then by name?
We have a wonderful victory celebration at the Alamo that's put on by the Daughters of the Republic of Texas. And it's they'll kill me if I get it wrong, but I'm almost positive it's the missions chapter. But at least Daughters of the Republic of Texas.
Right.
For sure. And they had a wonderful speaker last year because, of course, Fiesta began as a celebration of Texas victory over Mexico and gaining our independence. So this speaks to exactly that grassroots issue. And it's a lovely ceremony, Texas patriotic, if we could call it that.
Okay.
And we always see just a small crowd.
Okay.
So that one breaks my heart. But it's getting better.
Yeah.
We've worked with them. Some of the others, I'm thinking at some of our small groups.
I know, because I know the one at Sunken Gardens it's pretty well. What is it? Taste of New Orleans. You don't have to worry about that one, do you?
No, we don't.
No.
In fact, but let me tell you, the thing that was great was I think Taste of New Orleans, our Zulus who run that particular event, were hesitant at first to work with their content creators. They had no idea what we were aiming toward. Didn't really understand the concept. But when it was all said and done, I spoke to their president, and he said at the evening hour towards 5 or 6 o'clock, as they usually were used to winding down, they said a whole new demographic came in. And said, bingo, this is perfect.
Yeah.
So they were thrilled, and we were too, because
Mm-hmm.
it was showing that that word was getting out, and to the right people.
Yes.
We need to reach if we don't reach our young people, then we're really making big mistakes.
Yeah. Any
Because
other
that's going to
events
be
that any other event that breaks your heart that you want to promote in this article?
Well, I would say that it's really kind of going to sound funny, but the Xerophyte Association has a beautiful exhibit at the Botanical Gardens,
Okay.
and they sell plants, and it's a wonderful show.
What is
That's
the name
part of
of that show
Fiesta.
at the Botanical Garden for Fiesta?
Pardon me?
What is the name of that event at the Botanical Garden for Fiesta? Is it Zero Fight? Is that the name of the event?
Xerophyte, like the
Oh,
water-resistant plant. Of course, now
okay.
there we go. Let me get my computer open. I'll give you the exact title.
It's sort of like a Xeriscaping Fiesta event.
Exactly.
Okay, that's
And
cool.
they will show you ways to uh, plant that, plant those different things and sell those very plants
Mm-hmm.
at that show.
Is
Some
that
of our
is
others, I'm
is,
thinking of
uh-huh.
and hold on, let me.
Is that does the Botanical Garden is that the Botanical Gardens Fiesta event, so to speak?
It's not.
Okay, they have more.
No, this is the Xerophyte Society.
Okay.
When you want your computer to go
Oh,
really
that
fast,
that's okay. I've got
very good
time.
skills.
Yeah, this isn't
Um,
for broadcasting.
I'll be able to supply that before we're done.
Yeah.
But
Um.
also, there's several events. Um, the there's a Veterans Memorial event in front of the memorial at over by the auditorium, the Tobin Center.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that one. I know
Yes,
the sculpture.
and
Okay.
yes, and it's a Vietnam Veterans Memorial, and that one too is not as well attended as I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
The same thing with every one of our military services has a day in front of the Alamo,
Yeah.
and the programs are always just super. They're talking about the things they do, what their particular service specializes in,
Yeah.
and it's always good, but it's not always well attended.
It's probably these are for the these are gentler crowds. These are gentle events for a different sort of crowd. I mean, the other ones are so big because it's a lot of a lot of eating and fun and having some beer and stuff. But at least I could promote these events for the people who want something more gentle.
Okay, I'll tell you, and I know it's being recorded, so you can get the spelling and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
San Antonio Cactus and Xerophyte Show and Sale.
Oh, okay. I think I've heard of it. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, there is a program called Texas Top Teens. It's an East Side program, and that too is wonderful. You see the possibilities of what young people can do. They're speaking. They're just strutting their stuff. And
Yeah.
One time I went to present just a poster and a medal, and I was going to go on my merry way, and I couldn't leave. It was so interesting, and I used to teach, so it always makes me excited when I see young people doing what they should be doing and really accomplishing things. And so that also, Texas Top Teens, is one that, not very big crowd, but a really big program, a really good program.
Yeah.
And we have, again, covering all the bases, the United San Antonio Powwow Incorporated has the Celebration of Traditions Powwow.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of a little bit lightly attended. They're doing better.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, it's good to promote them because not everybody wants to, guzzle beer and eat a big enchilada or whatever it is, some people want to participate and have a nice time and,
yes, a little fun fact for you as you bring that up, because we had a really negative comment made, and I said, I don't know how much traction this person's going to get with this writing, and I don't know. it's hard to say, but one of the allegations was Fiesta's just a drunk fest. And so
I
the
see.
document I was opening up on
Yeah.
my computer was one I worked on while I was traveling this weekend. I'm sitting in the airport thinking, oh, okay, I've got some time. Let me just
Mm-hmm.
go through this list of things and how many days and events do we have that absolutely serve no alcohol?
Yeah.
83.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'll put that in there.
Yes, I think you should.
Yeah,
would
I
love
will.
for
I
you to do
will.
that. Because, again, if your experience is only on these big events like NIOSA, and you see the person who's walking by with 20 beer cups in their hand, to me, if that's your first experience for Fiesta, that's a terrible experience.
Yeah.
You're getting the wrong impression about what Fiesta is. And it breaks my heart when I see people that's the only thing that they're going to do, because there's lots of other great stuff going on all over the city.
Well, yeah,
One,
absolutely. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say, it's fairly well attended, but one of my favorites is not in Bexar County. It's up in Kendall County in Burney, where they have the car show, the Corvette car show.
That is fun.
Amazing. The whole town is shut down and filled with Corvettes of every kind. But you also see some antique cars. I'm kind of a car freak, so that one really spoke to my heart.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah.
they're fairly new, and they're building their clientele. But it's a great show.
Do you have room to even add events? I mean, it seems like it's already sprawling with what you said was 150 events already. That's pretty massive.
But when you consider we're a city of almost 2 million people, we want to make sure, and then let's reach out to outside of our confines and find these people, and let's provide them with something that will resonate with them, something that they want to do. The parades are a real a focal point for Fiesta, and those are great. I think if you come to Fiesta and you miss one of the parades, that's unfortunate. That will bring a lot of stuff together. But, to find the other things that you just really enjoy.
Yeah.
We want to be able to provide that. And we add new participating member organizations and their events every year. Now, having said that, I'll also tell you we have some that drop out as well. Not as many.
Mm-hmm.
We're gaining a little bit more speed on the uptake rather than the dropout. But it keeps in balance.
And now the final, of course, the goal of Fiesta is for lots of these groups, which are nonprofits at the very least, to have a place to do sort of fundraising, to put on an event and do fundraising. Fill in the rest of the story here for what the goal of Fiesta is.
You are absolutely right. And that's just the beginning. All of our members are nonprofits. They're not all 501c3s. Some are different sub-designations, 4s or 7s, but they're all nonprofits. And each one of them, to be under the umbrella of Fiesta, you must have an event. And they are looking to do some fundraising almost always. A notable exception would be the Fiesta Flower Show at the Women's Club. Totally free admission, no selling, no charge of any kind at that. It's just a flower show.
Mm-hmm.
It's an artistic exhibit, if you would. And there are others that are like that. But we have many organizations that Fiesta is their key fundraiser. So they're really dependent on attendance and participation to reach their goals.
Okay.
In the meantime, and this one sounds kind of strange because it's one it's not overt. Those street chairs that we see along the parade routes every year, the various kinds of chairs, those are owned by the Fiesta Commission. We lease those to various charities. They're not necessarily members of the Fiesta Commission, but they agree with us. They lease those chairs. We have a nominal fee for them to basically rent the chair, and then they sell those seats within their organization. So they're selling to whoever will buy that seat, but their organization gains the profits, the difference between what they're paying and, of course, what they're charging. So there we see churches, we see Boy Scout troops, we see charities of all kinds, and the revenue for them pushes toward $1 million.
Wow, that's a lot of money. So this is a yearly opportunity to really raise some very good money for the organization.
That's exactly right.
Okay. Yeah, that's now. I was under the impression that Fiesta started with the Battle of Flowers when the socialites started pelting one another with flowers.
That was the first event, and they were commemorating two things. William Henry Harrison was coming to town, and they thought, oh, let's have a parade. And it happened to coincide with the anniversary of the Battle of San Jacinto.
Okay.
Texas gained its independence.
What year was that Battle of San Jacinto? Do you know?
Say again?
What year was that battle? I might
1836.
Okay, 1830.
I might tell you, I'm also a tour guide, so.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Terrific. 1836. Okay. So that when the Battle of Flowers was having their event, they were celebrating Battle of San Jacinto in 1836. How many hundred of years? Hundred was it? What was the year the Battle of Flowers began ad hoc? Then.
It was 1881.
Okay.
Thinking, what is that? The 25th? No.
18.
75th?
Yeah. So.
English major.
36. Yeah, 36 from 1880. Okay, whatever that is, I can put it in the article. Okay, so then we're doing that, and those are the two kickoffs.
Yes, and I'll also point out something that people don't always understand. We try to schedule Fiesta with April the 21st within our dates of events. April the 21st was the day in 1836.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because we forget, with the chalupas and the beer drinking, we forget to tie those dates together. April, it's just in April, that's all we know. And but it's actually commemorating that very important day in Texas history.
Indeed, and every Aggie knows that because they're all going to be at muster. They don't forget that date at all.
Okay.
But the only time, and it's difficult but not insurmountable. Easter also often falls within those dates.
Right.
The last thing we're going to do is have parades going down the street, yippee skippy, on Good Friday.
Right.
Of course, the Battle of Flowers is always on Friday. So,
yeah. Well.
When it's Easter, we adjust the Fiesta dates.
Oh. Okay. Well, I think it's marvelous. I think that's sort of going to be the angle for the story is the little events, that need a little attention.
I would love that.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And so I think that's terrific. So I have been in touch.